So there we go. So welcome to the book launch of, one more coming in. Welcome to the launch of Align and Shine. I'm very, very happy to be here with you, and welcome and congratulations, and thank you for your patience in this initial stage. And I love seeing all the green all around. I think we'll do a screenshot at some point to make sure. Actually, are you happy for me to do this right now? And we'll do one with the glass of wine or tea or whatever your favorite beverage is. Okay, so cheers everyone. Cheers. And I'll do one more on the other side because you're on two wonderful screens. Hello. So welcome all, and yeah, thank you for joining me in this really special day. It's been, for those of you who've written a book, you know what a fairly long process it is. And for me, it's probably the closest I will come to giving birth, which means I think you start by going, let's have a baby. And then you go, at times you go, what was I thinking? And then you say, but I love them dearly. And of course I want to have a child, but there are moments where you doubt that choice. But I'm super happy and grateful to have stuck with it. And thank you to Philippe for supporting me throughout. And so also for Ellen who's kept the vision alive and cheered me on. And there's so many thank yous actually to be had. And maybe that's a good place to start. We usually finish with thank yous, but actually it feels like acknowledging, yeah, everyone who's been a part of it, who's inspired me, who's supported me. And yeah, I feel very grateful and blessed. So tonight is a very, what I love about book launches normally when we're, in the same room, is that you get to meet people and you get to interact. And it's not just about the book, of course it is, but it's also about creating new connections. And so this evening, I'm going to invite you to start with. We're going to have, Karen is going to ask me a few questions, but we're going to have a little conversation about the book. And then I'll invite you to do a little fun exercise and then to share in breakout rooms. So you also get to meet somebody new that and you'll find out something about them, which is relating to their brand and what they're offering. And then we're also going to have a little Q&A and a sharing around what you've discovered. And there's going to be a competition to be taken out of after this event, because you'll need the book for that one. And I know except for maybe two people in the room, actually maybe just Karen had the very, very first copy of the book. Yeah, most people don't yet have it, but today's a good day to order it, and then you can have it in your hands probably in the next few days. And there's also going to be an offer, and you can also win something this evening. So that's the order of the celebration, and we'll be here until about 8 UK time. But if anyone, yeah, we'll see how it rolls. This is the structure, but generally I'm often the last one to leave parties. So when I'm hosting one, let's see how the timing goes. But this is the structure. So Karen, let's have our little conversation about the book. And if obviously any of you then have any questions, we'll have time to have that Q&A as well.
Yes. Well, I think that before we have our conversation at all, I think all of us would like to raise a toast to you, Marianne, for having brought to life this beautiful book, and for all the struggles along the way, and now the celebration that we're all enjoying today. So to you and your beautiful book,
Thank
congratulations
you.
And so much love.
Thank you so much. Oh, Philippe, you're pouring champagne. I'm so proud. Ah, Marion, welcome.
Cheers, Marion.
Thank you.
Oh, welcome everyone, and cheers.
Cheers.
Wonderful to be here with you.
Cheers.
Just noticed I'm getting another notification, so let me just do that once more. Celebration. There we go. Once.
Did you see, Marianne, Align and Shine is now ranking 24 in brands and corporate identity.
Oh,
Already.
24. That's pretty good.
Already.
Getting closer to number one.
Exactly. Exactly.
All right. Celebration. Celebration. All right. Okay. Good.
Good. So, I feel very honoured that I was able to purchase the very first copy of this book. Thank you very much. And one of the things that I found when I was reading it is how much it made me think about the brands I like and why. So, you know, really reflective. And I love the fact that it's so both sides, you know, that your whole methodology is both inner game and outer game, and right brain and left brain. So I mean, I really love that because it makes it very practical. I haven't done all the exercises yet, of course. I haven't had time to do that. But why was now the time to write the book, Marianne? Because, you know, it's been bubbling, it's been an idea, but why now?
That's a very good question, actually. I think, well, it has been brewing for a long time. And I did have a go at the first book about 10 years ago when I did this amazing course, KPI with Daniel Priestley, but I didn't publish that one because I wasn't very happy with it. But now, I think, to be honest, I think the global situations had something to do with it, and being in one place for a longer period of time has sort of gave me a bit more, I felt more settled to be able to write it. And it felt also that, well, the information, I've met so many amazing business owners who lack the right foundation really to create a powerful brand and to really communicate their authentic value and their authentic purpose. And there's you know, really connecting with the essence of a person is also the essence of the brand. So I felt that it was important to share that, and to empower people to really build a brand that would last and that they could be known and recognized by.
And be proud of.
Yeah, and feel like it's a true reflection. So it's, you know, not having to stick a label on something, but actually be the full expression of the vision and the values and the authentic purpose of the brand.
Do you think that you grew up in a lot of nature, you know, a very rural background, and that comes through with everything that you do, including, of course, the colour. So do you think that the aspects of our background that go right back to childhood impact how we embody our brand and our brand essence?
I think we're impacted by everything, by people, by our surroundings, by the time of year we're born into. We're sort of impacted by our whole environment, and I think at times we forget that we're connected with everything. And it's true, I spent a lot of time in nature and always felt inspired by, you know, the colors and the shapes, and it was like it's a world that's had a very big impact on me, and I think art as well. And I always felt like there was such a discrepancy with the things I experienced in museums or galleries, where they were so beautiful and really gave me a deep sense of connection, but I didn't feel that so much with the images in advertising or the images, you know, that I was seeing out on the street. And I always felt like, well, wouldn't it be great if more people could really have this experience of a true connection with themselves through something beautiful? And I always thought that, yeah, often, you know, general designs, there's a whole array, and there's a purpose and a different sort of meaning and purpose for each one. But that sense of connection I felt was often missing. And I also, I've noticed it myself, when I'm feeling disconnected, I don't feel as fulfilled, or, you know, and I know that nature has that sense of giving, allowing me to reconnect to myself. And when I've spoken with others, it seems to be a theme that's quite common. And it's also because the shapes and the patterns, and where nature reflects us, or we're part of nature. And again, I think at times we forget, when we can create something from the inside out that is in true alignment with who we are, then it can flow, and it can grow, and it can connect with others in an authentic way as well. I feel like I'm blabbering.
It's your book, and we're here to hear you talking about your book and your process. That's not blabbering, that's sharing. It's amazing. And your whole methodology, of course, you know, really brings together all of the healing aspect and the art and sort of all strands of your work, which is, you know, all strands of your background, which is unusual. I don't know of many who go as deep as you do in terms of bringing that out. So when did you first create this methodology of bringing the healing and the design together, that you've really captured in here, which must have been challenging, because this is something that you would normally do with your clients on a one-to-one basis. So being able to condense it all down to get it in a book, you know, how and when did you first come up with the methodology?
I think I was working in that way for a long time, but without naming it that way. But when I was employed as a designer, so I studied in Switzerland. I grew up in Switzerland and studied graphic design in Switzerland, but came to the UK in '94, and then started working as a designer here. And I had this interest for the mind, body, spirit for a long time, but I used to sort of keep it a little bit secret, because at the time I didn't want to come across as too weird, but, you know, or too woo-woo. And so I studied energy healing. No, I took energy healing courses and studied Buddhism, and was really interested in the sort of unseen things and how they impact us and how we feel. But at the time I wasn't talking about it. I was a designer, sort of a designer by day, and I did my healing thing sort of on the side. And I think they were present all the time, but just not overtly. And it was once, well, after I did KPI and started. KPI is this business course that I mentioned Daniel Priestley in the book, and he gave me a lovely testimonial. That it's an 8 months course to create a great pitch, and to publish a book, and to create partnerships and products and profiles. Anyway, I met Mike Harris at this course, and was really doing. I then was able to receive his mentoring, which was when I consciously decided to to bring healing and design together. And I launched Heartly and Soul. It's going to be, it's going to be 9 years. It's the 9th year this year. And it was probably the first time I sort of said I'm a healer and designer, or a designer and a healer, and really felt like I was doing a coming out at that time. It was really quite scary. And I guess the book is sort of the next iteration. It's about, sharing the fundamental pieces, or the foundation that really successfully helps clients and businesses to have an authentic brand that is in alignment with their vision and their values. So yeah, so it's probably the conscious joining of the two that was 9 years ago.
And I mean, there really is everything in this book to take someone through the whole process, isn't there? I mean, as I say, I haven't done all the exercises yet, but you can't help but start thinking, ooh, and your mind starts whirring. I've been jotting things down, and yeah, and as I say, it's been making me think about brands I like, but also designs I like, and why. So I think it doesn't really matter, does it, where someone's at in their brand journey, if that's the right phrase. There really is something to gain for everyone in here.
Yeah, and it's really, I wanted to I think there's also, branding is quite a difficult concept for a lot of people, just to describe what is branding. Is branding your logo, or is it your website? But actually, branding is everything that you stand by. And of course, your logo is an expression of that, but your logo alone is not your brand. And it's really sort of the invisible aspects of your business and of your brand are so linked with your personal values and what you stand for in the world, and your mission and your vision. So once this is really clear, it's a bit like an unearthing. That's why the first part of the book is actually called Dive, and it's about drawing out the essence of a person and the brand and the business. And so it's really sort of connecting to this inner, our inner essence. And then once that's clear, everything else can flow and just be an expression of it. But if we sometimes branding can be approached sort of from the outside in, and sort of said, okay, I want a brand, which then feels a bit like stuck on, rather than an expression of. And it's really, when it's something stuck on, we're forever trying to adjust with it, or to fit with it. But when the brand comes from the inside out, then it's about showing up fully as who you are in your business and in your personal life. So you don't have to be something in your business and then be something or someone else in your personal life, because when your brand is an expression of your highest purpose and what you're here to do in the world, then you can show up like that everywhere, and it creates ease and flow, basically. And that's really what what the core of branding is. And it really, for me, branding is about linking the heart and the soul, and the brand being an expression of that. So I think I've spoken enough, haven't I? Now, thank you, Karen. I'm wondering, well, we could do like a little, if you've got any burning questions now, or we can do the exercise and then speak after. What do you think, Karen?
If there are any immediate questions, it would be, because things might have cropped up with you talking. So People are buying the book.
Fantastic. People are buying the book. Wonderful. Might make it into a bestseller tonight. So
someone's just asked, Shanaz has just asked, can you brand shift over time?
Oh yeah. Well, I think, like, you know, as we evolve, our brand evolves. It's like, I mean, if you look at, you know, very established brands, for example, let's say take Rolls-Royce. So the brand design has had tweaks over time to reflect the changes of the outside. But like with a personal brand, you know, you may start up your business as a business coach and working one-on-one, but then over time you choose to work with larger organizations or more excuse me, or more online. And as things shift and evolve, your brand needs to reflect your values, but also connect to the values of your target audience. So it's like your target audience and your offering and your value are sort of the two sides of the same coin. So they really go together. But generally, when you're really clear on your, you know, on your vision and values, you then attract the clients that also align with those values. But when we're not, then we sometimes attract, you know, clients that feel like a mismatch if we're not being really clear on who we're here to serve and what we're here to do. Does that answer your question? So I think, you know, brands, personal brands, I think they evolve, and global brands as well, but the change is slightly different. I think, Martin, I see your hand up.
Yes, it's not so much a question, more a comment really about the aspect in this of patience, because in our work together, Marianne, over whatever it is, a decade and a half, I've found you to be enormously patient. And the brief story being that we spent nearly 2 hours trying to design the point on an I, which is in the name of my company, and you're laughing, you probably remember this as well. And I was very vexed about this. You know, we have to get this just right. And in the end, we came back to exactly where we started, which is what you just produced by just putting a pen on a paper, and it was rough and so on. And I very much appreciate that in spite of my inquiry into thinking there must be a special point in this name because it's part of the brand identity, that you sort of were patient with me, and then we arrived back at the starting point, and that's what we've still got. So it was really to highlight the importance of patience in the process that you've taken me through on a number of occasions, and I'm sure many other people here as well, and to appreciate that and everything else that you've done and are doing.
Thank you. But I think, you know, there's that saying, the devil's in the detail, and it really is about balance. And sometimes this initial stroke or something has a freshness and something that isn't present once you elaborate and you try too hard. It's sort of suddenly becomes a little bit flat and dead. But when it's this initial flow, it has a lot of energy and it has more vibrancy. But it's all part. It often happens like this when, and I'm sure other designers in the room can relate. When you come up with an initial idea, and then at times, of course, you need to refine it and craft it, but you can take it too far, and then it loses its life and intensity and vibrancy that the initial stroke had.
So you saved me from my habit of trying too hard.
Yeah, from one perfectionist to the other. Yeah. So I think let's do this little fun exercise. So you're soon getting to speak to somebody else as well and have a bit of fun. So the exercise is, what's your brand frequency? Your brand frequency. So if you're running a business, obviously it's about the brand of your business. If you're not running a business at the moment, it's, you know, your personal brand, or your personal your personal, how you personally show up. It can be, and the brand frequency is really about the, you know, what's the feeling and the energy of your brand? What's the feeling that you want to convey when people come into your shop, for example, or when they find you excuse me, or when they find you online? What's the experience? What's the frequency? What's the feeling you want to leave them with? That's the first question. And there's three that you can take a moment to explore. And the other is, if your brand was a color, which color would it be? And of course, if you've already got a brand, then it may not necessarily be that the one you have. Could be, of course. And if your brand was an animal, which animal would it be? So these three things. And afterwards, I'll invite you to go into breakout rooms, just 2 and 2, so you can share what your findings are, and then we'll come back into the room together, and you can then, if someone wants to share their findings, you can do that. Are you up for that? Great. So let's take 3 minutes to jot things down, and then in the breakout rooms, you'll each have 3 minutes to share what you've come up with. So you can take turns. All right.
Marianne, is that 3 minutes total in the breakout room, or 3 and 3?
No, 3 minutes each, I think. Yeah.
Okay. Jerry, the middle question.
Oh, yes. Oh, yeah, I'll write the questions in here, actually, in the chat. So first is your brand frequency. So the feeling you want. So, 2, right? Oh yeah, 2 is okay. Actually, it'd be better if I had the 3 in one. Kate, is that if you have several colors or several businesses?
Oh yeah, that's a good point. Several businesses and then, but also several words, you know, as a frequency.
Just write the list, and then choose the one that really captures it the most. But I would focus on one business if you are running several.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And keep it fun. Oh, thanks for sharing the link, Magdalena. Oh, yeah. Okay. So the question is, see.
They're very creative questions for an accountant. They're really difficult.
You know,
I'm very precise. So to do something like this, and the colour of my business, animal for my business.
Yeah. Just, well, if it's, you know, think of something that, or just think of animals that you like, and then if you can turn it the other way around. So start with animals you like, and then do any of those qualities relate to actually things that you give your clients? Because it might be, you know, that you're a faithful accountant, like a dog. No, but you know, like the quality that there's and that you take care, and that you make sure that everything is really, you know, clear and clean and well looked after. And so the feeling is really important, and the color, you know, colors convey different feelings or make us feel different things. So they're really, really powerful. And what's quite amazing really in branding is that, you know, words are very powerful, images are very powerful, colors are powerful, shapes are powerful. And it's like you combine all these things together and create something that's really unique, and that's a bit like a fingerprint that's just yours, you know, and unique. So the feeling of it is, and that's why that's the right brain. It's the intuitive part that links to the color and, you know, the feeling. It's good to sort of get a sense for that, because you then connect with your brand and what you do in a sort of more embodied, it brings it into the body rather than it being an idea or just staying in the head. So that
when I heard accountant, I don't know whether this is a bit weird, but I thought, you know, just the feeling, if I think of my accountant, just the way they work their socks off for everyone and then make life easier for everyone. Ants sprang to mind. I don't know how much that is useful, but that could actually be quite good for a fun logo as well, you know, because, you know, they lift very heavy stuff and make it, you know, turn it into a very user-friendly big building of usability.
That's
Thank
true.
you.
Or, you know, or a bee. Or...
I was thinking more of a magpie, you know, because they
a magpie.
Don't know whether that's a good
Don't they
image.
steal? It's the.
So I've put the questions in the comment again. Do you need a bit more time, or are you ready to share in groups? Yeah, let's do this. All right. So now let's see with the breakout room. Assign automatically. So create automatically. Recreate. Okay, let's see. Oh no, 1 second. Let's create, recreate. Yes, I need to see, there's 43, so we're going to do 22. All right. Okay, well, have fun, and you'll get to meet one other person, and you can share what your brand frequency is, the feeling you want to convey, the color and an animal. So I'll see you in 6 minutes. So you'll have 3 minutes each. All right. Enjoy and see you soon.
Yeah, coming.
Oh, I cannot tell you.
Patrice. Oh,
I was like, I am getting into this book launch if it
oh
just
my goodness.
totally and utterly kills me.
Oh my goodness.
I'm so happy to be here.
I'm happy to see, you know, so many people have asked about the something, yeah, something wasn't quite right with
Something
the password.
weird was happening, and do you know what? It doesn't matter because I was like, I'm going to be there. I am so good, and I need to get some balloons or something to go hurrah. Anyway, I'm going to put my sunglasses on. Right, there we go. This is my
I love it. Is this your green?
this I don't know what it is, but it was just totally bonkers. I don't know. You know, the thing is, when you've got this weird sort of you know, world that you kind of know but you don't know, and you're thinking, I'm gonna get through this world.
I need to find out what happened actually, because so yeah, quite a few people asked for the password and I misspelled it, so that didn't help.
Anyway, it doesn't matter because you are now a author, and I'm just gonna I'm gonna hold this up. What does that say?
Wait, let me make it a big screen, and I'll take a screenshot of that.
What does that say?
Fabulous woman.
Yes, thank you. That's what you are.
Thanks, Hella. Basically, there's little breakout rooms, and we're obviously not. And Patrice, I see, is here as well, and Anna has just joined. So,
and hello to Sapna. Yo, Sapna.
But she's on. Are you here, Sapna, or is it? Yeah. I think I saw her coming in and out. Yeah, so there's breakout rooms so people can have a chat and share what their brand frequency is.
Their brand frequency, that's a very good hashtag.
Brand frequency, yes. And also their color. Do you know what? I'm going to jump into room 3 as someone's asking for help. And yeah, let's see. I've never jumped into a room. I can jump back out again, can't I?
In and out. You can jump wherever you want to jump to. I can't tell you how happy that I am because I was nearly crying.
Oh, Hella,
I just thought I want to so be here.
You've tried for nearly an hour.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Wait, let me just raise a glass to you. I hope you've got something there.
Yeah, I've got something and it's called Emerge and it's 39p a can and it's my very special drink.
All right, I'll be right back.
Hello. Hello, whoever I'm saying hello to. Hello, hello. Hello, anybody? Hello. The hosts open the breakout rooms. Please wait to be assigned. Okay. I'm in number 2. Hello. Hello. Anybody? Hello. Hello, Abalone. And hello. Hello, anybody? Oh, hello.
Are you on your own?
Yes, I was.
Alone in the main room.
Oh my Lord. I feel it for you. Oh my God, can I just tell you, I'm so happy to be here because I wanted
so
to be
happy you're
here for
here.
your book. Yeah.
Hella, you can meet Philippe, my husband.
Oh, Philippe, hello. Where are you? Philippe, I would
Hello.
love to meet you, and I can't wait to have some crazy kind of afternoon, evening, or brunch with you. Oh, there you are. So you are the husband.
I'm in London next week, from next week on for 2 weeks. So
Are you? Oh my God. Then we possibly, because I've got to get back to the marvelous Marianne. I'm going to call her the double M, marvelous Marianne. And I've got to come back to you for what date we're going to hook up. So I would love to meet you, Philippe. You look like a very nice diamond geezer.
thank you very much. Well, yeah, let's
Yeah, it's good. It's great.
So
And so are you over in Switzerland at the moment? And
at the
Marianne,
moment, yes, I'm in Basel. Yeah.
yeah, and Basil, whatever it's called.
Exactly.
Bal.
Well, I can't pronounce anything, but that's fine because that's part of my charm is that I never know how to pronounce anything. I think that you have got the most amazing wife on the planet.
Yeah, of course.
And
Recording this. It's being recorded.
oh, is it? Well, you've got the most, and do you know what? She was a superstar 2 weeks ago, and it's really interesting that how long has it taken for us to meet? I was trying to work it out. I think it's about 6 months.
Well, I joined in November, so November, December, January, February,
6
March,
months.
April. Oh yeah.
Yeah. So but when I hooked up with Marianne, it was like hooking up with someone that I'd known for like 6 years or maybe 60 years. Don't want to say 60 because I'm approaching that age. And I think anybody who writes a book, and we've got Sapna here, I can see her.
Yes,
So
she's here, but I haven't heard her yet, but I hope she's here. Yeah.
Another book writer, and there are so many sisters who have written books.
Yeah.
And I've got to say, the magazine was my first bit of the book, and I will write a book, and it will be I think part fiction and part reality.
I can't wait.
And I think that the fact that you've written it, and I love. Oh, it's not here at the moment. It's in the other room. My love book.
Ah, cool. The Universal Heart book.
Oh,
brilliant. I'm glad you like it.
It's just full of love. It is the love book. And as I told you that Annie and I had a Pinterest board with lots of hearts on it. And then seeing hearts in nature is, well, that's where they are. They're just totally, and I think that is lovely. And I think that this book, and maybe next week, well, actually, when we have a little hookup, I think we need to figure out how do you make an author be a superstar author?
Yeah, good question. At the moment, it's like running a Zoom launch is the challenge, because you're not the only one who couldn't get in. And actually, I probably need to bring people out of their rooms again slowly.
Do whatever you need to do. I'm in your hands, and I'm so happy to be here because I was so on it. I'm getting in. I don't even know if I've got to go all the way to wherever it is that you are.
I need to find out what the problem was after as well. So right, what do I so broadcast message to all. Okay, yes. People are coming. Let's just close rooms in 60 seconds. Welcome back for the ones who are back. Ed. Oh. So good to see
You know Edward Pike?
Yeah. Do you know him?
No, but
He's
I think
amazing.
it's a great surname.
Thank you.
It is.
As in fish.
Is it
I used to hate it growing up in France. I used to say pique and piqué.
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
Piquet. I've got
Welcome back,
Pike.
Sarah.
Oh, Sarah's got a great surname.
Yeah.
Well, I can't even pronounce it.
I think I'm
Absolutely great. Like,
Rajizadeh.
That is, I don't know where your surname came from, but it's got to be somewhere crazily exotic.
It's beautiful, yeah.
How do you
Very
pronounce
wrong.
that surname?
Go Rajizadeh.
wow. You nailed it.
Oh,
Yeah.
I think that needs to be on a t-shirt.
Oh, I recognize that voice.
Oh my God! Hello.
Hella's here.
Yeah, I can just hear the
Okay.
voice.
Oh, hello.
Thank you for coming. Oh,
I've spotted someone straight from the Empire State Building.
so welcome back, everyone. How was that? Was that fun? Did you have a good time sharing? Oh, good. Would anyone like to share something that's come up? Like, who would like to share their brand frequency and the feeling they want to leave people with? Okay, Francesca, you've got your hand up.
Thank you. Yeah, I really love that. Thanks for putting me with Jerry.
No way.
You, yeah.
Oh, that's the magic of Zoom. It happened.
Yeah. I knew. I thought
The
it's
hand
either
of God,
Jerry or Anne.
not me.
So I was sharing with Jerry the beautiful experience that I had with you last summer, going through the whole brand process, and the just that logo that you created and the website and everything else, but the logo is just so astonishing. So when you ask those questions, it was like, oh well, I know this, right? But something came out of it. It grew. So the Silver Tent, which is a community for women over 50 from all around the world, the sense that I got of the frequency, I was like, well, I want women to feel seen. I really want them to know that they can show up and that they will be embraced and seen for who they are. And then there's that sense of also like switching on a light where everyone starts to recognize that we have wisdom worth sharing with the world. And then you started talking about, I think, about finding one word, and it's like, oh, okay, so we'll just take it a little bit further. And I started to get this sense of a diamond. That actually we older women becoming elder women are forged through our experiences like diamonds are. And that makes me feel quite emotional actually. And that we have this beautiful light once we're polished up and we've got our beautiful facets. Then there's this amazing light that comes from diamond. So so the frequency I decided is diamond. And then I realized that when I look at the Sri Yantra in the logo, there's a distinctly, because of the sacred geometry, it's got a very diamond kind of shape, hasn't it? And look, so that felt beautiful. So so the frequency of diamond. Then when I got to the color, it's like silver gold. Like, that's it. But then I came back to the diamond. Of course, the color actually is the color of diamond, because we are all colors. We elder women, and through all the experiences that we've had and the multicultural experiences that we've had, really felt that the color is also diamond. And then when I got to the animal one, I went. I think it was lions when we were working together.
Yeah.
But what came through for me today was actually the sense of the phoenix.
Oh, nice. The
And
reflection
when we
is like
remember, when we remember who we are and really
Yeah.
step into what wisdom we have to share with the world, then it is like being that reborn that comes out of the ashes. So yeah, it's been a tough few months since we had that experience, and I was very disconnected from my business and my brand,
We
and
had
that
lots going on.
really
Yeah.
really helped Marianne to
Mm.
bring me back in alignment with it. So thank you and huge congratulations.
Thank you. But also what you said, actually, you know, basically as we change. I mean, we change and grow and evolve all the time. So what you said about, you know, it was nice to reconnect with it. This is why basically the book is, you know, is a how-to book. You can use it to ask these questions to reconnect with the heart and soul of your brand. And it's something that is worth doing like once a year, just to go, well, do I still want to work with the types of people that I'm working with right now? Is it still true for me to, you know, are these values still aligned? Am I still offering the same service? Maybe there's something new that has come out that you want to start sharing that actually maybe is not quite aligned with what you had before. So asking these questions, it really saves you so much time, energy, and money, because sometimes we can pursue something and it takes us off into one direction, but that is not actually fully aligned with us. And just by taking it, it's like taking a step back in order to be able to go forward faster, you know? So it's just doing this introspection to, taking a step back and then creating sort of a clear road ahead. So thanks for sharing that, Francesca.
Thank you.
To Brittany, you've got your hand raised. Hi.
Hi, everyone.
Hello, America.
Yes. The weather is not lovely today. It sounds like everyone in the rest of the world is having better weather.
Oh, really? Yeah,
it's just kind of dreary and cold.
You know, you haven't got your video on. Can you be on video or not?
Yeah, I'm getting ready to go to work and I'm not super cute today. So hold on.
Oh, you're always super cute. Come on. All right, fair enough.
There we go. Okay.
Fantastic.
Hi, guys.
Hi.
So I did the brand frequency feeling, like I answered all the questions. Anyway, I have a salon studio. I do hair and makeup. I know you cannot tell today. But it's, you know, the question was, what was your brand frequency or feeling? I think for the feeling, I like to give, at least in this space, and what I want for people in there to feel is comfortable and like a relaxed luxury. I want them to feel like they're indulging themselves, but also really taking care of themselves, and that it is a space that they can like let their guard down and just be them. Also just the frequency, you know, I was discussing with the person that I was in the break-off room with that, you know, your appearance or having anyone do anything to your appearance is such a personal thing. And I am so fed up with how society is, especially American society, but I know this is a thing all over the world, makes you feel that you aren't good enough no matter what, no matter your age, no matter your hair color, no matter your skin color, that you have to be doing something, you have to be better. And if you aren't good enough. And so that really gets to me. And it is a big goal of mine to make you or help you feel better in your own skin, to help, you know, raise up your own confidence. Because I can't give you confidence, but I can help you cultivate what you have. Then for color, I kind of also went a little bit like with my branding colors, but also I don't know if it's a personal preference or what I project onto it, but even with my logo down to the website, I picked a few different colors. And so I picked a champagne gold, cream, and then like a teal navy.
Isn't it?
And so those colors indicate to me like a lightness, and a richness, but also like a teal and navy color indicates, like blue often indicates trust. When, you know, picking, you know, not only branding colors, but people tend to feel or lean more towards a trustworthy feeling to something towards the color blue. And, you know, when you're going into a salon or any beauty or even medical situation, you know, there's a level of trust you're automatically handing over to a person. And so that was my choice with that. And then the animal, it automatically came to mind, not because I'm a cat lover, because I am. Marianne knows all about that. So, and I've got one right next to me too.
Oh my goodness, yes.
So I picked the leopard, and because they're sleek and beautiful, they live their own lives, but yet they have, like, each spot is different. And, you know, any other mammal, you know, looking at that leopard appreciates those spots and how they're all different, and that beauty is celebrated and appreciated. And I think that we all need to do that within ourselves. So
yeah, lovely, thank you. And that really works with your, well, what you offer and what you provide to your clients, you know, like celebrating their unique beauty and bringing them bringing that unique spot of the leopard out in a sense, and celebrating that. So great, thanks for sharing, Brittany, and thanks for being here.
Oh, thank
Brittany,
you. I've got to get going to work though, guys. So it was nice meeting everyone.
Thanks for cheering me on in the past 6 months. Marion, you've got your hand up.
Hi, yes, this is really enlightening for me, because I kind of work at breakneck speed and I really don't stop to think about my brand. So it's been really interesting to do that today. And so just very briefly, mine came out to be cared for as the overall, because I had lots of words that would be, what did I write down? Love, passion, understanding, caring. And I kind of, people that go away after my initial consultation, let's say, or initial meeting with me, feel cared for. I think they feel confident and maybe heard, and they get hope, that kind of thing. So that was that. My color was purple because I'm mad about purple. It's in my logo, and I'm doing a new TV series, so I've got purple all over that as well, and purple silk shirt to kind of kick it all off. So that was, I had to say purple. And animals, I was kind of thinking about cats and lionesses and all that kind of thing, because they're strong. But then I thought about whales, because they're the only other mammal that experiences menopause, which is obviously what I'm specializing in at the moment. But and then I settled on the owl, because it kind of typifies wisdom, and I think that there's so much wisdom for women, but it's very hidden and doctors aren't really educated, and so bringing it all together is a big collection of wisdom. But the reason I put my hand up is not to tell you all of that, it's just because I wanted to ask you a bit more about, obviously I'm going to read your book, but going to the next level, if someone wants to work with you, for example, to expand their branding or whatever it is that you offer, can you just explain a bit more about that? Because I've known you for a few years, but I really don't honestly know what you do, from kind of, what's the beginning point, what's the end point from your perspective as a consultant working with a brand?
Great, well, thanks for asking. So so basically, I take clients from brand idea or business ideas. Some clients come to me when they've been running a business for a long time and they have a successful business and they have a brand, but the brand doesn't quite reflect where they are or where they want to go next. So I take them from where they are to creating a new brand, and that always starts, actually, whether it's coming up with a name for a new business or creating a brand refresh. The first point is always the brand alignment, which is the foundation to any brand that I then design. So, and the brand alignment, it really is the methodology that I've described in the book. So that's the very first step. So the brand alignment, basically no designs created without that, because otherwise I'd be just creating something that I like, but maybe not something that is what the client needs. So with having done the brand alignment, then the creation of the logo, the website, social media, exhibition stands, everything comes from that. But the sort of core, so step one is the brand alignment, then creation of the logos the second, and then, you know, then the bringing out the brand in the website and all the marketing materials that you need, brochures, books, videos, animations. So it's really the whole journey.
Excellent. So do you actually create websites as well, or have you got a team of people that do that?
So I do the design part of the website, and then I have web programmers who make it work. I don't do any of the technical bits, but I do the visual aspect. So yeah, I work with different web people, and I have one very trusted and a few others depending on the size of the project and what is needed for that client.
Amazing. I will be speaking to you, definitely. But certainly reading your book, and I'm going to order, because I was in London last week, but I'm back in Florida, so I'm going to order. I just looked while you were talking, and it's available on Amazon in the US as well. Yes, so I'm going to order it here.
I think it's available everywhere in well, in Switzerland. I'm not sure actually. That's something I need to check. I'm not sure I can order it while I'm there. I have to order it while I'm in London. But oh, cool. Great. So it's available in Switzerland as well. That's fantastic. Yeah, that was one of the reasons as well to choose to do it through Amazon. The other is that you don't need to order 5,000 copies and fill a garage with, and it's print on demand. So actually from an environmental point of view, it's also really good. And one thing I haven't mentioned yet, 10% of every book that I sell goes to Cool Earth and 4Ocean, who, you know, Cool Earth obviously plant trees and look after the Amazon, and 4Ocean draw out sort of plastic from the ocean and create bracelets, and they're in Australia, and Cool Earth do a lot of things for the Amazon. And so it's also a way of, you know, just keeping the energy flowing, and yeah, because I want to do my bit for the protection of this beautiful world.
That's really brilliant. Thank you.
So it's like we're all, you know, together. I think together we can create positive change, and we can make, yeah, good things happen. So anyone else would like to ask a question or share what their brand frequency is? Because I can't believe it's 10 to 8 already, and it feels like we're only just getting started. But I think, if anyone else would like to share, please raise a hand or wave or do something. Elaine, where are you?
Yeah.
Here you are. Hello.
I won't go through everything because of time, but what I got from your thing was my shop, you know, well, you're coming tomorrow and we've been on, my shop I know radiates my brand. It's the essence, blah, 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 blah. But my website has nothing to do with my brand in the slightest. And when I was creating the website, I wanted it to be clean and easy to navigate, and sort of with a view that if I ever became really big, it somehow wouldn't need to have anything to do with me at all. And it doesn't have anything to do with me. And over the years, people have said, Elaine, your website's nice, but it doesn't really have anything of you. And I've always thought, no, because that would be unprofessional. And you know, they don't want me, they just want the clothes on the website. And it was just this light bulb moment when you spoke. It was, of course, there has to be me in the website. Otherwise, what's the point? You know, it's nothing. So thank you so much for that. That was fantastic.
My pleasure. Thanks for sharing. And think definitely your website needs your presence and your energy in there as well. And you can keep it very clean and, you know, simple, and it can have your energy with it, you know. So it's, yeah, I believe the best designs are always very clean anyway.
Yeah.
And more timeless. Katja, you've got 2 hands up. Oh no, and
because I'm incapable, that's why. So yes,
no, you're
basically just of putting hands on Zoom. Yes, we had a room with Alison, and when it came to the inspiring animals, she said she doesn't really have a creature like that, but she has a person who she wants it to feel like. And I've got my friend Noah sitting here next to me, who I've only met recently, and she's living with me at the moment, and she's from Germany and 20, so wanting to explore London. And then Alison said that she wants it to be like, feel like the spirit of Marcus Rashford. And everybody's stuck. No, yes, I know, you're fine now. Who he is. So now we've talked about Marcus Rashford, and so we had a big piece of inspiring info here, and she's Googling away. So thanks, Alison. Yeah,
Cool.
that's I think that's a very good person to make your business feel like. Very wholehearted and courageous.
Great.
Because courage is part of it, isn't it?
That's another sort of aspect that also comes up in the brand alignment session. It's like, you know, well, who do you aspire to be, you know, which qualities, and it can be an imaginary character, or it can be, you know, superhero, but again, it's about connecting with the qualities that we really value or admire in someone else, and by sort of you know, acknowledging them and connecting with them, it enhances them in us too. So thank you, thanks for sharing. Well, lovely people, right, so let me share. So basically what besides to carry on celebrating, what we have left is I'm going to tell you about the competition, and there's a special offer this evening, and I'm going to invite you. I've created a Facebook group for the Align and Shine book readers, so to create a space to come together. I'm yet to fully decide, you know, how much, how little, what it's going to turn out into, but what is clear is that I wanted to create a space for business owners and Align and Shiners to come together to connect and share. So I'll invite you I'll send a follow-up email after the call, and you'll also get a little goodie bag with free resources, and well, yes, and there's still something to win as well. So the competition is, once you've bought the book and you hold your book, the competition is take a picture of your book in an environment of your choice, but the prize will go to the most aligned with your brand environment. And the price is a 2-hour session, which is an Align and Shine branding session, and it's valued at £500, and that's the price that you get for winning the best picture. And let me give you a little bit more details, because it's maybe a bit vague. So how to enter? So you have the book, you put it in, it can be, you know, with your brand colors, it could be a texture, it can be outdoors, it can be indoors, it can be anywhere you choose. And then you post it on Instagram, and with the hashtag Align and Shine book, and also tagging me at Heartly and Soul. Excuse me. And do this by the 30th of April. So you have a week and a half, and the winner will be announced a week later. So, so haha, no, okay. Oh, I've not been keeping check of all the comments, but thank you for keep messaging and commenting. So yes, so I'll put the competition condition in also in the follow-up email, so you'll have it there. And so the draw, I've got all your names. Hopefully this is easier than the start of the launch this evening. So I have all your names here, and I'm going to draw out one name who will win a signed copy of the book. And obviously I will need your postal address. Do we have to be in the pic? Are we going to take, yeah, we'll do a cheering one. Katie Young Gerald has won the signed copy. Is she still here, or has she gone? I think she might have gone. I think it's only valid for people who are here, right? Shall I do another draw? No, Karen?
I think she's still here.
Where is she? Ah, yes, she is. Just on the picture. Perfect. So Katie, you are the winner of a signed copy. So that's fab. I might even be able to see you and give it to you. So there we go. So that was a quick little draw. And what else? Have I missed any? Oh yes, and there's a special offer. So anyone here this evening at this very special launch, I'm offering the brand alignment session that the brand alignment session is a full day. It's actually 6 hours on Zoom. Normally it's a day in person, but since we're doing things on Zoom, it's 2 3-hour sessions. So I'm offering the brand alignment session instead of 1,499 for 999, just for the people in the room. So if you'd like to take on this offer, you can email me and we can talk. So blinding. So I want to thank you all so much. And yeah, I don't want it to end, but I also don't want to keep you all night. Thank you so much for coming to celebrate the launch of Align and Shine. And thank you to all of you who've already bought the book. Thank you for those who are going to buy it now and entering the competition. I can't wait to see your pictures. And oh yes, let's raise a glass. Katie, did you hear you won a signed copy of the book?
Oh my gosh, you're joking. That's fantastic. I just bought it. Oh, well,
fine.
I'm going to gift it.
You can gift it and you can have a signed copy instead as well.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Thanks for buying the book. All right, let's do a raised glass cheer, and maybe we can all go on unmute, and I'll take a picture of the screen. So
congratulations, Marianne.
Well done.
Congratulations,
everybody.
Congratulations. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So anyone who wants to stay on, I'll be here for a few minutes.
I've got to go. Lots and lots of love, Marianne.
Thank you, Francesca. Thank you, everyone. It's been a pleasure to be you. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Beautiful.
Oh, all these lovely faces. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Damien. Sally, Katie, Hella, stay.
Hella.
Do the last ones in the room party.
Hello, Karen.
How are you?
Thursday, because I've got to run.
Karen.
Bye.
Hello, Karen. How are you doing?
I'm great, Hella. It's been ages, hasn't it? It's great.
It has been the longest time on the planet. Are you still in Blackheath? Are you still in Blackheath?
No, I'm in Beckenham, but
Beckenham.
But having been via Qatar and France,
via wherever.
via the world.
Via the world.
This is
Oh,
super special.
I'm so happy for you, Marianne. And this has been, I've never been to an online book launch before. And I think you've done a brilliant job. And you've had a beautiful kind of, you know, you never know who's going to turn up, do you? It's kind of a, it's a bit of a, it's kind of a really brave thing. Because I'd be like, oh, am I going to be Billy No Mates? You know, you know. And they're a funny, I mean, they're a funny thing, because this is my first online, I've never been to one before. And I think that you collected a wonderful, supportive gaggle of geese.
Gaggle of geese, yeah.
And it was from different places, wasn't it?
All over the shop, and it was great to see, you know, a number of sisters there, and a number of people I've never met before, because I think they're a funny old thing, because when you're physically going to something, you're turning up, aren't you? But in the online world, I'm so pleased that I got in, because I would have been crying tonight.
Oh, Hella, do you know,
I really would.
Hella tried to get in for nearly an hour, and she managed. Yeah, like
I'm doing this, and I was like, oh my god, because he kept saying you are not permitted to enter, and I'm going, yes, but I am.
But I am. Oh my god.
I will. But I'm so happy that I was here, because I think the bottom line is, writing a book, I've got to take my hat off to anybody who writes a book. That's it.
I do. I take my hat off to everyone who writes a book.
No, you've got to, because if I haven't written one and I take my hat off, when I write one day, by the time I'm 70, because that's my goal date for writing the book, the next 10 years. No, I honestly, you know, each paragraph, each sentence, each headline, I think it's like giving birth.
It
and
is.
I haven't written one.
That's what you were saying, isn't it?
I pretty much started with that.
It is a thing, but the thing is, it's a legacy.
Yeah, it stays on, and it's like,
because that book is never going to go away, and you have written it, and it's there. And then the thing is, though, what to do with it and how to make it, you know, a Netflix original.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's going to be a real door opener.
Would you like to be in the movie, Hella?
Yeah. Do you need to ask me more than once?
Hella wants to play you.
Is the Pope?
I want to be you. Exactly. Karen knows me. I want to be Marianne.
Is the Pope?
And you can be me, but I'm going to be you. I'll be you, and you be me. And then we'll see how that works out.
I'm not sure. Well, I don't know if I can live up to you, Hella, but
you can. I'm not joking. I'm just a total fake. I'm a fake and a fraud, so it's dead easy. Just be over there. No, I think it's fantastic. I'm so pleased that I am here, because you have some beautiful comments, and you've got some great. I never know how to download the chat, but you need to download it.
David,
3 little buttons.
These tiny 3 little dots on the side.
Whatever it is, because this is only the beginning.
Yeah.
You have now, it's kind of like you've had some weird rite of passage, and you're this person that's called author. When I met you, you weren't. You were about to be one.
Yeah.
But now you are one. So I'm going to just like, whenever I see you, to all authors, I'm going to bow down. Because it's a bloody, I know what I mean, it is having at least not twins, it's having quintuplets.
Stop it. And
No, it is. It's brilliant. I'm in awe. I'm in awe of all people who've written a book.
You both have had children, like physically children, and I mean, I take my hat off to all women who have actually given birth, and literally, I think this is the closest I'll get to
I think you're absolutely right.
Because, and I was saying in the beginning, you know, it's like you say, oh, let's have a baby, and you go, yeah, it's going to be great, and then you go, what was I thinking? Like, it's hard, you know, you feel sick, you want to give up, and it's like, and there's no going back. You said you were going to do it, and it's like
if you've written 2 pages, you've got to write 22.
Yeah.
Yes.
Are you keeping in the theme of 2, 2, 2 and
yeah, and it's great, and I'm so happy to have kind of met you on the cusp of it, because I think that there's going to be a real
seismic shift.
Oh, you've gone on mute suddenly. A real no, you really have.
Can't hear you, Hella. We can't hear you.
You oh, say something, Hella.
No, I lost you for a minute because I got a freeze. But I just want to say I think it's brilliant. And what I was going to say is that I think, as I was saying, it's great to have met you before you were all bound down to Marianne, the author, because you know. No, it's great. It's great. I applaud people who do stuff as opposed to talking about it. There are so many people who talk about what they're going to do, and I'm like, well, then bloody well do it.
Yeah. Well, it's, you're a doer too. Like,
I am a doer, but I haven't written a book.
I haven't yet either.
But you've been running a community tribe of women for 20 years. I mean, come on,
I have been doing, and I am gonna, and it's interesting because working with Olivia on the magazine was my first bit of the book, but maybe I'm just going to do a big magazine.
Yeah, just do a big magazine.
And I'm going to do magazines. In fact, I'm more magazine than book.
Why don't you do, the thing is, you could do a book, which is like, you know, one magazine is one chapter, another magazine is another chapter. You can do all these. If you
I liked the magazine, but I want to go from magazine to Netflix.
Yeah, you probably do that.
I don't want to do the book. I want to go magazine, Netflix, Helen Mirren. Yes.
Oh, yes.
You know, I want to just skip the book bit. Magazine, Helen Mirren. Obviously, you've got to decide who's playing you, though. Marianne, have you?
On our very first conversation, you asked me this question.
I know, I did.
And I had, who did I want? I wanted Gwyneth Paltrow, I think.
Yeah. Oh my God, you are so Gwyneth. Yes. Actually, I'm going to say she's so you. I'm going to say she's so you.
Kate Blanchett.
Yeah. You're in that. You're in that.
Definitely one of those two.
Gwyneth, Kate kind of mold. Yeah. I'm definitely Helen Mirren because she's kind of a flawed alcoholic, and that's perfect for me.
Oh, Hella.
That's how it is.
Do you know how things, it's funny, isn't it? Because the start was, actually, I'm still recording. I can probably stop now.
Yeah, actually, you'll have to check where you want to stop it, won't you? You'll have to.
Yeah.